Google just released more AI updates in 1 week than most companies do all year. Gemini 3 Pro, Nano Banana Pro, Agent Mode, VO 3.1. If you're confused, you're not alone. This is the full breakdown. We'll show you exactly what each update does, how they fit together, and how to start using them today. No fluff, just what works. We'll cover Gemini 3 Pro's reasoning features, Nano Banana Pro for studio quality images, and VO 3.1 for video generation. Then we'll connect the dots and show you how to use them all together in one real workflow. Let's get started. Okay, first things first. What is Gemini 3 Pro? It's Google's most intelligent AI model to date. Think of it as the brain powering all of Google's AI tools right now. It's multimodal, which means it can understand and generate text, images, audio, video, PDFs, and even entire code bases all at once. Gemini 3 Pro launched on November 18th, 2025, and it's a massive upgrade from Gemini 2.5 Pro. The model is designed for complex reasoning, long context understanding, and agentic tasks. Basically can plan, execute, and complete multi-step workflows autonomously. If you care about numbers, here's where Gemini 3 Pro dominates. It scores 37.5% on humanities last exam without tools, 91.9% on GPQA Diamond, and 72.7% on Screen Spot Pro, which tests how well it understands UI elements on a screen. It outperforms GPT 5.1, Claude Sonnet 4.5, and its predecessor Gemini 2.5 Pro across the board. All right, let me show you how this actually works. I'm going to open the Gemini app right now, and we're going to run a few tests. I want to show you the difference between low thinking level and high thinking level, and then we'll test the multimodal capabilities. Here I am in the Gemini app. I've selected thinking from the model picker. This gives me access to Gemini 3.0 Pro. Let's start with a simple test. While I'm testing Gemini 3 Pro here, I'm using AI Master Pro in another tab. It's where I keep my prompts organized and track what actually works. But here's the key. We built an AI agent inside called Ask AI Master that's trained on our knowledge base and can teach you right now about Gemini, VO, Nano Banana Pro, and anything AI related. Plus, we've got PDF guides for Gemini, and we're working in full courses for VO and Nano Banana. Oh, and we're integrating these video and image generation tools directly into the platform. So join now for early access and bonus generation credits. Links below. Now let's keep going. I'm gonna give it a complex reasoning problem. Here's my test prompt. Okay, I've submitted the prompt. Watch how Gemini 3.0 Pro thinks through this. It's breaking down the problem, calculating metrics, and building a strategic recommendation. Look at this. It's not just giving me a generic answer, it's calculating the impact of each strategy, comparing the numbers, and ranking the options based on ROI. This is the high thinking level in action. The model spent a few extra seconds planning its response before generating output, and the result is way more structured and actionable. Now let's test the multimodal capabilities. I'm going to upload an image, a screenshot of a complex data dashboard, and ask Gemini to analyze it. Here's my prompt. Nice. It's not just reading the image, it's actually interpreting the data, spotting patterns, calling out anomalies, and suggesting next steps. This is the moment you realize multimodal models aren't a nice extra, they're basically a full-blown analyst who can look at a dashboard and tell you what matters before you've even zoomed in. And that's when it clicks. We're moving from manually asking AI to analyze data to simply showing it the world and letting it draw conclusions on its own. So the chapter ends right where Gemini's analysis does, with the realization that multimodality isn't the future of analytics, it's the new baseline. If it can break down a static dashboard, what happens when we throw something more chaotic at it, like a full video? Let's also test its video analysis features. In the next example, I'll upload a video and ask Gemini to break it into chapters, highlight the key moments, identify emotional peaks, and suggest how to tighten the story. The goal here is simple. Can a multimodal model act like a real editor, not just a transcriber transcription machine, and boom, it does the whole thing. Clean structure, clear insights, even notes on pacing. At this point, it's not AI helping with editing, it's a junior editor. Final test, long context understanding. I'm going to upload a 30-page PDF, a research report, and ask Gemini to summarize it and answer specific questions. My prompt is that simple. Perfect. It read the entire 30-page document, pulled out the key findings, identified the methodology, and flagged the limitations section. This is the 1 million token context window at work. No chunking, no errors, just accurate, comprehensive analysis. Now let's test the new extended AI mode in Google search. This is Gemini 3.0 Pro powering Google search directly, giving you deeper, more context-aware answers. I've enabled AI mode with extended thinking in Google search. Watch the difference. Here's my search query. How to improve YouTube CTR for tech tutorial. Look at this. It's not just giving me a list of links, it's generating the full layout with actionable tips, thumbnail examples, title formulas, and even CTR benchmarks for tech channels. It's pulling data from multiple sources, synthesizing it, and presenting it in a clean, visual format. This is what AI-powered search should look like. Now let's try something more complex. Search query. How does quantum entanglement work? Incredible. It's not just text, it's generating visual diagrams showing particle states, spin correlations, and even an analogy comparing entanglement to synchronized coins. This is AI-powered learning. It's taking a dense physics concept and making it visual and accessible. Let's push it further. Search query. Visualize how compound interest grows over 20 years with $10,000 at 7% annual return. Perfect. It generated a full chart with the growth curve, year-by-year breakdown, and calculated the final return, $38,697. This is where AI mode becomes a learning tool. It's not just finding information, it's visualizing and explaining principles. All right, now let me show you how I'm organizing all of this in real time, because here's the thing. Gemini 3 Pro, Veo, Nano Banana, these are powerful tools, but when you're testing multiple models and building actual workflows, you need a hub to keep it all together. This is AI Master Pro. It's the all-in-one platform I built and use every day. Let me show you what's inside. First, we've got courses. The AI Master method covers AI foundations and workflows. Plus, we're building dedicated courses for Veo and Nano Banana right now. But here's the key. We built an AI agent called Ask AI Master that's trained on our knowledge base and can teach you Gemini, Veo, Nano Banana, everything we're covering today. You can ask it anything 24/7 while you're learning. We also have Prompt Lab Pro with 300 plus ready-to-use prompts, a prompt creator, text-to-speech, all built in. So you're not just learning AI, you're using AI while you learn. And like I mentioned earlier, we're integrating Veo and Nano Banana directly into the platform. Right now, we're giving 24% off annual subscriptions for the first 1,000 members. If you've been thinking, I need to figure this AI thing out, this is the easiest way to start. Links in the description. Okay, so we've seen AI mode in search, but here's where Gemini 3 Pro becomes seriously powerful for education. You can ask it to create custom learning materials, visualize complex concepts, and even build interactive tools to explore scientific principles. This isn't just about reading explanations, it's about creating visual, interactive learning experiences on demand. Let me show you. I'm going to ask Gemini to create a visual explanation of a physics concept, specifically projectile motion. I'll try this prompt. Look at this. It's showing the parabolic trajectory, breaking down the velocity into horizontal, constant, and vertical, affected by gravity components, and walking through the math step by step. It even generated a simple diagram showing the launch angle, peak height, and landing point. Now let's take it further. I'm going to ask Gemini to write code that simulates this. Coding a physics simulation. Here's the next prompt. Perfect. It wrote a complete Python script with user inputs, physics calculations, and a matplotlib visualization. The script calculates max height, range, time of flight, and plots the trajectory curve. This is ready to run. I can copy paste this into Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab and test it immediately. This is live physics education. Visual, interactive, and instant. Now let's take this to the next level. Instead of just generating explanations or one-off simulations, I'm going to ask Gemini to build a full interactive education educational app, something you can use to explore concepts, tweak parameters, and see results in real time. I'm going to build a Lego-style physics constructor, an app where you can design structures, apply forces, and see how they behave under physics rules. Here's my prompt for Python-based Lego app. Incredible. It generated a complete app. Let me walk through the code. Block placement system, click to place blocks on a grid. Physics engine, gravity pulls blocks down, friction slows sliding, collisions are detected. Force application, click and drag to apply push-pull forces. Real-time visualization, Pygame, renders the blocks and shows forces as vectors. The code is modular. Separate functions for physics, rendering, and user input. This is production ready. And here it is running. I'm placing blocks to build a tower. Now I enable gravity. Watch the structure collapse because the base isn't stable. Let me rebuild with a wider base. Now I apply a lateral force. Watch the blocks slide and fall realistically. This is a fully interactive physics playground created in under 2 minutes with one prompt. Let's do one more. I'm going to ask Gemini to create an interactive visualization for Ohm's law. Here's my prompt. Perfect. The app has sliders for voltage and resistance, calculates current automatically, displays a simple circuit diagram, and plots V, I, and R on a live updating graph. Here it is. I'm adjusting the voltage slider. Watch the current value update instantly and the graph redraw. Now I increase resistance. Current drops proportionally. This is active learning. You tweak inputs and immediately see how the system responds. This would take hours to build manually. Gemini did it in seconds. Next up, voice mode. This lets you have natural spoken conversations with Gemini, no typing required. It's built into the Gemini. I usually use it on my phone. So the microphone icon. Hey Gemini, I need to plan a YouTube video about AI automation tools. Suggest 5 title options, a hook that grabs attention the first 10 seconds, and a content structure for 15-minute video. And watch this. Gemini is processing my voice input, understanding the context, and generating full video plan, titles, hook, structure, everything. The response is instant and it's comprehensive. This is perfect for brainstorming on the go when you don't have time to type. Now let's try live mode. This is where things get wild. Live mode lets Gemini see your screen or use your camera in real time. It responds instantly to what it sees. So I've enabled live mode and pointed my phone's camera. I've drawn a rough flow chart for an automation workflow. Can you read this flow chart and tell me if there are any logical errors or missing steps?
Okay, let's have a look at this flowchart. It starts with receive order, then enter in system, followed by credit check. If the credit check is okay, it moves on to check inventory. If no, it goes to refuse order.
Incredible. Gemini is reading my handwriting, understanding the flowchart structure, spotting a missing conditional step, and suggesting where to add error handling. This is real-time visual reasoning. You can use this for debugging code on your screen, analyzing physical documents, or even getting instant feedback on your notes. So that's where we are right now. Gemini Live Mode is ahead in realistic conversational AI, while Runway 4.5, VO 3.1, and Sora 2 are catching up fast in AI video consistency. And the race is nowhere near over. Honestly, the pace is insane. 6 months ago, none of these tools were anywhere near this level. Which brings up something real. If you're not actively learning how AI works, not just watching videos about it, but actually using it, you're going to wake up in 2026 and realize the gap just got way bigger. AI was one of the most in-demand skills of 2025, according to the World Economic Forum, yet most of us didn't learn it. And that puts us at risk, not just of falling behind, but of being replaced. You still have 45 days to learn AI and step into 2026 as a more skilled, smarter, and employable individual. And you can do it in just 2 days. Let me tell you about the 2-day live AI mastermind training by Skill, the world's first AI-focused educational platform. It's happening this Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. EST on both days. And the timing is perfect because they have their year-end holiday offer going on, so you can get in absolutely for free instead of the usual $395. Outskill is rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot, and this 16-hour live experience by them has been attended by more than 10 million worldwide professionals like like you across fields like marketing, finance, engineering, and data. Mentored directly by AI experts from companies like Microsoft and Nvidia. The best part, this training isn't just about learning tools, it's about changing the way you work. You'll learn how to use AI to simplify your daily tasks, build AI agents that plan, create, and automate your workflows, design AI automations that connect tools like Sheets, Notion, and CRMs to save hours, gain ready-to-use AI systems for your job, business, or freelance projects. But learning those skills isn't just enough. The most important part is knowing how to monetize them. Outskills learners have launched AI-powered businesses that even built weekly revenue models worth $4,000 to $5,000. Not just that, you'll receive bonuses worth $5,000, including a prompt Bible, a roadmap to monetize AI, and a personalized AI toolkit builder, only if you attend both the days. This Christmas, gift this opportunity to someone who you think could benefit from learning AI, as it could change their career in 2026. Seats are limited. Grab yours now via the link in the description and join the WhatsApp community to stay updated before the big blast. Let's talk about image recognition. Gemini 3 Pro doesn't just generate images, it can analyze them with surgical precision. It can read text and images, OCR, identify objects, understand layouts, extract data from charts, and even interpret handwriting. I'm going to upload a photo of a receipt, crumpled, slightly blurry, taken with my phone, and ask Gemini to extract all the data. Prompt: extract all the information from this receipt. Merchant name, date, items purchased, prices, total, and payment method, formatted as a table. Perfect. It read every line, even the small print at the bottom, and formatted it into a clean, structured table. Merchant name, date, items, prices, totals, everything is accurate. This works for invoices, business cards, contracts, forms, anything with text. Now let's test layout understanding. I'm going to upload a screenshot of a website homepage and ask Gemini to critique the design with this prompt. Look at this response. It's analyzing the visual hierarchy, noticing that the navigation menu is cluttered and suggesting a clearer focal point above the fold. This is design feedback from an AI that actually understands layouts. Next up, agent mode. This is where Gemini 3.0 Pro gets seriously powerful. Agent mode allows Gemini to complete multi-step tasks autonomously. You give it a high-level goal, like organize my inbox or research and draft an email, and it breaks the task into steps, uses tools, and executes the plan for you. Agent mode is powered by Gemini 3.0 Pro's advanced reasoning, live web browsing, and tool use. It integrates with Gmail, Google Calendar, Canvas, deep research, and more. All right, let's move to images. Nano Banana Pro is Google's most advanced image generation and editing model. It's built on Gemini 3.0 Pro, and it's designed for professional-grade image creation. Let's break down the key features, and I'll show you a real example for each one. Nano Banana Pro is the best model for creating images with legible, accurate text. Let me show you text rendering in action. I'm going to create a YouTube thumbnail with clear, legible text. I'll use this prompt. Look at that. The text is crystal clear. No weird kerning, no distorted letters, just clean, professional typography. This is exactly what you need for thumbnails, posters, or any design where text readability is critical. This is unique. Nano Banana Pro can connect to Google search to verify facts in real time, prompted to generate an infographic showing current weather in Tokyo with accurate temperature and conditions. It will pull live weather data from Google search and generate an image with the correct numbers. Now let's test the advanced editing controls. I'm gonna start with a bright, sunny image and transform it into a moody, cinematic night scene. For this scene, I'll use this prompt. Wow, the entire vibe changed. The lighting is now moody and atmospheric. There are neon reflections on the wet street, and the color grade is cinematic. This would take hours in Photoshop. Nano Banana Pro did it in seconds. You can also upload up to 14 reference images. Nano Banana Pro will blend them seamlessly. Example, upload a character portrait, a landscape background, and a lighting reference. Prompt, combine these three images into one cohesive scene with the characters standing in the landscape, using the lighting style from the third image. Perfect character consistency, seamless blending. Finally, let's test multi-image fusion. I'm going to create a cohesive advertisement by blending three images, a product shot, a logo, and a style reference. This is my prompt. Perfect. The product is prominently displayed, the logo is integrated naturally, the aesthetic matches the style reference, and the tagline is sharp and legible. This is studio quality brand work, generated in under 10 seconds. The last feature for this, images generated in 1K, 2K, or 4K resolution. You can create a product mockup at 4K resolution for print materials. The output will be crisp, high detail, and ready for large format printing. Next, video generation. VO 3.1 is Google's state-of-the-art video generation model. It creates high-fidelity 8-second videos at 720p or 1080p resolution with native audio generation, meaning the sound is synchronized automatically. Here are the core features. Native audio generation, VO 3.1, generates synchronized audio automatically. Natural conversation, sound effects, ambient noise, all built in. Now let's test the native audio generation. This is where VO 3.1 really shines. Here's my prompt. Listen to this.
And then he just stood up and walked right out, leaving everyone completely speechless. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
You can hear the conversation. The voices are natural and synced perfectly with the lip movements, but pay attention to the background. There's the hiss of the espresso machine, quiet chatter from other customers, footsteps, even the clank of cups. All of this was generated automatically. No Foley work, no audio mixing. VO 3.1 created the entire soundscape. Image to video, upload a static image, and VO will animate it. This is perfect for turning Nano Banana Pro images into dynamic video clips. Here's where it gets powerful. I'm gonna take an image I just created with Nano Banana Pro and animate it with VO 3.1. My prompt is simple, incredible. The product is rotating smoothly, the neon lights are pulsing, and the camera is zooming in exactly as prompted. The background music is upbeat and matches the vibe. This is a full video ad created from a single image in under 3 minutes. Let me show you. I'm going to create 2 images with Nano Banana Pro. One showing a person standing on a cliff at sunrise, and another showing the same person with their arms raised as the sun fully rises. Perfect! I have my 2 keyframes. Now I'm going to upload them to VO 3.1 and ask it to create the transition. I use this prompt. Incredible. The transition is seamless. The person's movement from standing still to raising their arms is natural and fluid, and you can see the hair and clothes moving in the breeze. This is cinema quality motion created by defining just 2 frames. Scene extension. Extend your videos by chaining clips together. Now let's extend the video to create a longer narrative. I type my prompt. The camera pulls back to reveal the full product lineup. Text overlay appears at the bottom. Available now. Fade to brand logo. Perfect! The new clip connects seamlessly. Camera pulls back, the text overlay appears, and it fades to the logo. This is how you build full video campaigns with VO 3.1, one extension at a time. Finally, let's test reference images. This is critical for maintaining visual continuity across multiple scenes. You upload up to 3 reference images, like a character design, a location, or a style guide, and VO 3 uses them to keep everything consistent. I'm going to create a short narrative with 3 scenes, all featuring the same character in different locations. Here's my prompt for this. Perfect. The character matches the reference portrait exactly. Same face, same clothing. The urban street has the neon lit, gritty aesthetic from the location reference, and the lighting is moody and cinematic, just like the reference image. Now let's generate scene 2, keeping the same character, but changing the location. My prompt here, look at that. The character is perfectly consistent. Same face, same clothing. The apartment has the moody, cinematic lighting from the reference, and the rain on the window, the thunder, the footsteps, all the audio is synchronized beautifully. This is the power of reference images. You can create multi-scene narratives with full visual and character continuity without manually drawing or filming anything. Just define your references, and VO 3.1 handles the rest. Next, Notebook LM. This is Google's AI-powered research and study tool. You upload documents, PDFs, articles, or notes, and Notebook LM helps you understand, summarize, and explore the material. Even generating a podcast-style audio discussion about about your content. I'm gonna upload a 50-page research paper on AI alignment and ask Notebook LM to generate a podcast discussing the key ideas. I've uploaded the paper. Now I'm going to click Generate Audio Overview. All right, it's generating. Notebook LM is reading the entire paper, identifying the main arguments, and creating a conversational podcast between two AI hosts, one asking questions, the other explaining concepts. Listen to this.
This report, it paints a wildly complex picture. It's defined by these massive, almost absurd tensions.
Right, it's a tug of war.
A tug of war between...
The two hosts are breaking down complex AI alignment concepts in plain language, asking clarifying questions, and even adding commentary. Notebook LM turns static documents into dynamic conversational learning experiences. Upload lecture notes, business reports, or research papers, and get an instant podcast that explains the key ideas. It's studying reimagined. All right, we've covered each tool individually. Now let's connect the dots. The real power of Google's AI stack is how these tools work together. There's a practical workflow that uses Gemini 3, Nano Banana Pro, and VO 3.1 all in one project. Scenario: you need to create a social media campaign for a product launch. You need a strategy, images, a video. Step 1, strategy with Gemini 3.0 Pro. Open Gemini and give it this prompt. Create a social media campaign strategy for launching a new fitness tracker. Target audience: millennials aged 25-35, health conscious, active on Instagram and TikTok. Include key messaging, content ideas, posting schedule, and hashtags. Gemini generates a full strategy document with messaging pillars, content ideas, and a posting calendar. Step 2, image assets with Nano Banana Pro. Take the key messages from the strategy and use Nano Banana Pro to create image assets. Upload your product photo, logo, and brand style guide. Generate 3 images: product showcase, a lifestyle shot, and an infographic highlighting features. Step 3, video content with VO 3.1. Use VO 3.1 to create a short product demo video. Upload your product image as a reference and prompt. Create an 8-second video showing the fitness tracker on someone's wrist during a morning run, cinematic lighting, upbeat music. That's the full workflow. Strategy, creative assets, video content, all powered by Google's AI stack. Now, if you want to go deeper, I'm building all of this stuff inside AI Master Pro every single day. It's my all-in-one AI hub. Courses, tools, prompts, community, everything. And right now, we're giving 24% off annual subscriptions for the first 1,000 members. Links in the description. Let's build something. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.